What's up, YouTube Boy Franchise Guy? Come at you again with an episode of Phillies Franchise in MLB Show 19. Phillies Franchise mode. Right now, starting the episode by offering JT Realmuto a 5-year, $47 million contract. He well deserves it. He's an all-star. Definitely needs to be on this team for the long run. And he'll also be offering Rhys Hoskins a $56.4 million contract for 7 years. Absolute steal of a piece of player. And Sir Anthony Dominguez, yeah, that future all-star closer of ours, we're going to be locking him for 4 more years. That's $7.2 million. Not per year, just total. But Tommy Hunter right now, on the Phillies trade block, making $9 million, making an absolute just god awful amount of money for someone who's not even in our bullpen right now. I mean, yeah, he had a couple good seasons here and there. A couple years with the Cubs, he was really. Baltimore is really good, but we're trading for Austin Nola right there, Aaron Nola's older brother. So we're really fun to see the two Nolas on the same team together. Maybe I can get him to catch his other game. And we'll also be trading for right fielder Jay Bruce. Yep, the Phillies power hitter. Actually, on the Phillies team, I took advantage of the ability of being at the trade deadline to actually trade for him. I didn't think I was actually here. Thought I was a little further than I would trade for him in the off season, but in fact, I am actually at the trade deadline in this game so far. So I thought, why not pull the trigger? 8 home runs, definitely not going to go up. Draper's just a monster, just a great trade for this Phillies team. It gives us a nice power bat. We'll also be trading away Maikel Franco. Yes, Maikel Franco. He's been on this team, probably the longest tenured player of 2014 on this team. But he just, I don't know, he has an arbitration year, yes. But I think it's time to move on from Franco. We do have David Bodie to stopgap it for Alec Baum to come in. But we'll be trading for Dylan Tate, 24-year-old B potential, and a potential Rio Ruiz, 24 years old, 6'2 overall, former Braves prospect right here. He's just more of like a trade piece. A potential players are very high trade value for some reason. Doesn't really matter if they're actually good or not. I'm probably gonna try and use that to my advantage. Uh, Thomas Eshelman will also be part of another trade right here. I mean, Phillies prospect actually right here just formally got called up to the the Baltimore Orioles made his major league debut the other day. I think it's about a week or so ago. We're also trading Dylan Cousins. Just doesn't have room. We just don't have room for him on our team. I mean, we really don't have room for Dylan Cousins. He's a power bat, yes, but we just don't have a place to play him. And same with DJ Peters. DJ Peters, an outfielder we got earlier in the season. I forget if he was the main part of the trade or if he was part of it, like if he's a throw-in piece. But we'll be trading for Jordan Alvarez, 21-year-old, a potential, just solid player right here. Absolute monster. I've seen what he can do in Sim, and I definitely need him on my team. But yeah, that's going to be the big trade of this offseason right here. I guess this trade deadline, really. But we will be playing against the San Francisco Giants at 56 and 52, taking on the 70 and 38 Phillies. I believe it was 70. Could possibly be wrong, but I really hope it was 70, just so I don't look like I'm a silly person. But on the mound will be none other than Cole Irvin. If you guys are tired of Cole Irvin, the main reason why I'm pitching with Cole Irvin so much is because I don't really pay attention to who's on the mound that game. I just pick a game and I'm like, oh, let's just go with the second game of the series. Let's go with the first game of the series. And if it happens to be Cole Irvin, it happens to be Cole Irvin. Take a look at this Giants lineup: Gerard Apar, Joe Panic, Brandon Belt, the 1-2-3, Chris Shaw, Buster Posey, Evan Longoria, flop of 4, 5, 6, and Kevin Pillar, Brandon Crawford, and the lefty Andrew Suarez on the mound to out that lineup. But one out right here, and Cole Irvin not off to the greatest of starts right here, as you can see, letting up a solo home run to Joe Panic. Yeah, Joe Panic's second baseman, not really known as a power hitter, hits 12 on the season so far. Not an outrageous amount of home runs, I'd say. Not like he's hitting like 20, 30 home runs. He's not like Charlie Blackmon stages of outrage yet. Charlie Blackmon's at like 35, 40 home runs currently. Absurd. Absolute absurd numbers, and Gene Segura is going to misplay that ball right there in the infield, and so is the center fielder. So the runner's going to move up to second on that miscue right there was that Buster Posey. It's actually Chris Shaw. LOL. I tried super hard to get that right. But we're going to finish up the inning strong with a strikeout right here. So, we tried. But Andrew Suarez on the bump right now for the Giants. 3-4, 7 starts, 3.82 ERA. Eesh, not the greatest. 11 walks, 24 strikes, and a 1.39 whip. I mean, it's an okay whip, not the greatest. But leading off for the Phillies is Gene Segura, and he's going to strike out on a pitch a mile out of the strike zone right there. Gene, the hit machine Segura, needs to get his eyes checked because I'm pretty sure trying to send a one deep in the stands. But for the Phillies right now, Gene Segura, Andrew McCutchen leading it off at 1-2. Reese Hoskins, Bryce Harper, and J.T. Realmuto at 3, 4, and 5. Followed by Nick Williams, Scott Kingery, and David Bodie at the 6, 7, and 8 hole. Pretty solid lineup. David Bodie, not actually the greatest at hitting righties, so we're going to put him in face this lefty right here. But Reese Hoskins, though, puts his team on his back. His 35th home run of the season, a solo home run off the lefty. The righty killer himself decides to take his anger out on a lefty for once. Gets that slow trot around the bases right there. Fist bumps his boy Bryce Harper. I mean, nothing's more disrespectful than a solo home run slow trot. You know, it's alright Buster Posey already broke his leg once because I don't think he'd have much to say if Reese Hoskins came barreling in at him. Look at that. That's a deep fly right there, halfway up the first deck right there. 2-2 count right now, and Bryce Harper is going to strike out to end the inning. So Suarez 2 strikeouts in the inning. Not the greatest for his Phillies showing their command there, but David Bodie actually shows a defensive miscue right here. Misses that. Gets a little Roger Dorn here, the Olay. But yeah, misses that one. Not the greatest showing right there. But he's going to follow up that Colin's going to strike out for the second out of the inning. Brandon Crawford goes down looking. And the 1-2 count going to get a strikeout looking right here. Back-to-back strikeouts at the end of the inning for Cole Irvin. Bottom of the second out, 2-2 count. And Nick Williams going to strikeout looking right there. That's Suarez's third strikeout of the game right there. So the man we kind of made fun of like 3 minutes ago about not having enough strikeouts is doing plenty of striking out right there. But Cole Irvin, though, 1-2-3 inning, top of the third, no harm, no damage. Great right there for the young pitcher. Bottom of the third now with the Phillies, and number 13, David Bodie, is going to get that one to line up the middle right there. It's a slow roller, really. Yeah, it's a lot of R's. Not really good alliteration, as you could tell. But now to deck is Gene Segura, and Segura is going to put that one on a line to left field. The left fielder is not going to be able to get to it, and Segura is going to cruise into second base with a double right there, standing up, as you could tell. You know, following Segura, Andrew McCutchen is going to get plunked by his former teammate, Andrew Suarez. Or, I'm not sure if they're teammates, but former team, at least, and Reese Hoskins to end the inning with a strikeout right there. Another pitch, a mile out of the strike zone. 1-2 count now for the Giants, and we're going to get a strikeout of Chris Shaw. Chris Shaw had a double in the first inning, if you remember that defensive miscue. But, yeah. Buster Posey did not miss that one, as that's a long fly ball to left over there. Buster Posey's third home run of the season. Surprised Posey only has 3 home runs on the year as a power hitter. I mean, I'm assuming his power has diminished, especially with his production. You know, he was one of the most feared hitters for a couple years, probably in the mid 2010s, so like 2013, 14, 15 range. But I guess with age and just the wear and tear on his knees, just not has done well for the catcher right there. But following the home run, Corbin has not yet collected himself, as we're going to get a double right here. So Cole Irvin, showing he can be rattled. Evan Longoria, not the greatest player either anymore. But look at that. Back-to-back hits right here. Actually, it's more back-to-back-to-back hits right there. Scott Kingery can't throw out Brandon Crawford right here. Shortstop, the gold glove staple. But you do got the inning right there. And Bryce Harper, what are you swinging at there? Gotta put some glasses on there, champ, because that was way out of the strike zone right there, and you know it. But top of the fifth now, gonna get a strikeout right here. Still a 2-1 lead for the Giants. Cole Irvin has shown he can buckle down, so he is getting at least the fifth inning to try and just pitch through right there. And the 2-2 count right there gets Brandon Belt to strike out. So a very productive inning right here. 2 strikeouts on the inning for the young pitcher as he makes another case for his, I guess, Rookie of the Year. Maybe he got cut up a little late, not too sure, but I really think Cole Irvin has a chance to win Rookie of the Year. He'll get a nice bloop hit right there by, I missed who that was. I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I'm still talking about Cole Irvin. But, whom is that? Scott Kingery? Yeah, Scott Kingery had a bloop single right there, number 4 for the Phillies. Scotty Jetpacks. And David Bodie right here going to follow up that double with a single of his, I guess that single with a single of his own. Scotty puts on Jetpacks and cruises into third base right here. And, yeah, Cole Irvin's night's done. In comes Phil Gosselin, the Philly kid, 289 batting average, 4 home runs. And he's going to do what he comes here to do every night. Pinch hit single for the Philly kid. Game is tied now. Cole Irvin can now not get the loss. So, worst comes to worst, a relief pitcher will be getting that L, but best comes to best. We score one more run, and Cole Irvin is on the hook for the win. But with a walk right here of Gene Segura, Andrew Suarez is being sure he's a little rattled right now. That's 4 consecutive men now on base, starting with Scott Kingery's bloop single. Bases are now loaded, though, with no outs. And Andrew McCutchen is going to ground into a double play. Around the horn we go. The run does score, though, which does make up for it slightly. So Cole Irvin now is in line for the win. It'll come the lefty Jose Alvarez with lefties batting 169 against him. Nice. With a 3.14 ERA, 43 innings pitched. But I don't think that lefty got the memo because that's a long home run right there for Chris Shaw, his 5th on the year. Boy, Chris Shaw is a Philly killer today. That's his 2nd hit. First he had a double in the 1st inning. Now he's got a home run. Ties his game up. This Phillies pitching staff just cannot get a break. And in will come Juan Nicasio as, yeah, Alvarez was only in to face Chris Shaw. Nicasio, his okay averages against lefties and righties, 56 strikeouts and 46 in the 3rd innings pitch with a 2.89 ERA, 3-2 record in 42 appearances. But again, Nicasio can't get his job done. As a look at that, that ball just goes to the wall, and Buster Posey, this 16 speed, chugs in for a double. Yeah, don't say the veteran catcher doesn't have it now. His 5th double of the year. Oh boy, he does not have it anymore. But Nicasio buckles down, gets the strikeout right there. So 2 outs now in the inning. And yeah, David Bodie just misplays that one. Nick Williams runs, charges it, throws it to home, and that throw is offline by a country mile. Boy, the Giants have just retaken the lead. This Giants team is not going to go down without a fight. David Bodie, I'm not liking his chance at third right now as Nicasio strikes out the batter to end the inning, allowing 2 runs in that inning, one by Alvarez, one by Nicasio. And will come Nick Williams, who's going to fly out to ending. So a 1-2-3 inning for the Giants. Not what this Phillies teams need right now. But Hector Neris with his his .097 average against righties. Lefties batting 250 against them. Not the worst. But we do get the lefty draw to prior to strikeout right here for the first out in the inning. But yeah, Neris though. Neris has definitely pitched his way back into my heart. Probably one of the most hated men in Philly last year as he gets another strikeout right here. Just because of his way to blow saves and all. But he just went down to the minors and he came back one reliever of the month and he's just lights out now. You see right there, a .097 average against righties, a righty killer. He's definitely earned his way onto the team for at least next year. In will come Trevor Gow's 4.36 ERA, 4-1 record on the year, and you'll get David Bodie to strike out. David Bodie not known to hit right-handed pitching all that well, and it shows right there. Jay Bruce, recently acquired Philly, comes in. He's got 14 home runs on the year, so it's a couple games. days after the original trade. He was at 9 home runs. We traded for him, so he does have a couple under his belt now. But he gets a strikeout there. It's not nothing too well happened. But in will come Victor Rano to relieve Hector Neris of his duties. And the top of the eighth gets a strikeout there, second out of the inning. That's on Buster Posey. Posey not too happy about that one bit, but following up Buster Posey's strikeout, he got another strikeout right there. So 2 strikeouts in the inning for Victor Arano. Arano is another pitcher who has definitely shown that he is very good, especially if you user him. He's a great pitcher to play with. Mark Melancon, now the former closer, comes in. 1.9 ERA, 5.1, 43 games. 35 strikeouts in 42 and 2/3 innings pitched. His averages both lefties and righties, both sub 250. But I don't think Andrew McCutchen got the memo because he sends that one to deep left field right there. Gives this Phillies team a tie, his 18th of the season. Yeah, giant on giant crime right there as the former Giant takes his former teammate deep. Yeah, the long ball has come to play this episode as the Phillies themselves have had a couple of home runs. The Giants have had a couple of home runs. Yeah, if we're not hitting home runs, we're not scoring runs. I don't think it's the best way for an offense to run, but it's definitely the way our offense is running right now. Bottom of the eighth now, Rhys Hoskins comes up and he delivers another home run back to back. The Phillies go. Hoskins his 36th on the season, his second of the day. The Phillies have now taken the lead against the Giants. Yeah, nothing's gonna get past this Phillies team too much, and Hoskins is pumped right there. You see how he's acting right now. Bruce Bochy can't believe it right there. Neither can Derek Rodriguez. You saw him bent over. Hoskins, giving himself a self-high five. I don't think he got enough love from the rest of his teammates. But look at that. No doubt shot. Look at that arch right there. Second deck almost clears it. But Tony Watson, the ground ball specials, will come in to face Bryce Harper, and Bryce Harper definitely does not hit a ground ball right there. And that one is going to clear the stands right there. His 29th of the season. Back to back to back home runs. This Phillies team has shown up in the bottom of the eighth inning with 1 out. Yeah, there is a lot of fight in this Phillies team right here. Phillies are not a team that are going to go down easily. Just like that '08 team that would always find a way to rally back and win. Yeah, we're that team this year. We got 380 on the feet, 380 feet. There's a straight line drive. And JT Realmuto going to get this one, and he's going to line that one to right field. Thought we had another one in the inning. Not just a long fly ball right there. But one more player in the beginning. Oh, look at that. Nick Williams gets a hit right there. So nice to see that Nick Williams has the ability to still bat. We're trying our best right now. We really are. But Nick Williams on first. Ginsu Palm does a little pose right there. But Kingery going to end of the inning with a strikeout right there. The Phillies, though, put 3 up on the board. 3 home runs. In will come Seranthony Dominguez. In 50 games with a 3-1 record, 16 saves, 3.22 ERA. Lefties and righties are both batting under 210 against him. He's got a bunch of strikeouts. And will come pincher Steven Duggar. And Duggar will get the ground out right here. Third baseman did, but he collects it, throws it on to first, and the game is over right here. Phillies come back to win. Gabe Kapler gets the win right here. Looking pretty excited right now for a manager who's probably on the hot seat with this team right here. But outfielders congratulate themselves in center field right there. Phillies come out of the dugout to get the win right here. But Steven Duggar just had no chance against Seranthony Dominguez right there, the power pitcher that he is. The all-star that he was this year just blows him away. But if you guys like this episode, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. If you guys have missed any episodes before this, check the playlist down below. And thanks on YouTube. Peace out, rock on, and stay classy. And before you guys go, think of it this way. Is Bryce Harper a manager actually worth $300 million? I mean, sure, they could be. But are they actually worth that money for their production?